All right, here's the keys and the answers for effects of A, H, and K. So for effects of A, and we'll pull up our calculator too. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. So you should be able to graph x squared. If you go to a new document, don't save. Number 2, you type in x squared, and then Control T, go up to. These are the points that you can graph. Okay. So -2, 4, -1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, and 2, 4. Okay. It gives you a parabola. Okay. Now, if I hit tab, I can do the next one. Actually, stop doing that. If I hit Control T, I can get rid of that table, and then I'm going to hit tab, and I'm going to stop it from doing weird stuff. Okay, and then I'm going to do -x squared, the second graph right here. Now you can see it's going downwards. If I hit Control T, I got to see the one to the right, okay? All right, and then again, if you go up 2, you can get these points. -2, -4, -1, -1, 0, 0, 1, -1, 2, -4. So I got f of x up here. I got g of x down here. Okay, I want to describe these graphs. F of x is concave up. And then g of x is concave down. What is the effect of the negative number? It reflects across the x-axis. Cool. So down here, we can go and go back on this stuff. So hit Control T. Now, actually looking at that table, this first blue graph is x squared, this f of x over here. So again, we can plot the same points that we had done before. -2, 4, -1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, and then 2, 4. Okay, so that's f of x. That's great. But I want to fill in this table, and it has -6, so I got to go up to -6. 36. Okay, -3 gives me 9. 0, 0, 3, 9. And 636. Okay, now Control T to get rid of that table. I'm going to hit tab. I'm going to go up to the second function and delete this function. Okay, and now I can fill that in with g of x, which is 2x squared. Now this red one looks a little narrower. I'm going to hit Control T, go over, make sure I can see these points. And then I'm going to plot these points. -2, 8. -1, 2. 0, 0, 1, 2, 2, 8. So it's I know my drawing is pretty bad, but let's see if I can redraw the first one. Okay, well, that's something. So the thinner one is g of x, and I'm going to fill in these numbers. Negative 2, 8, negative 1, 2, 0, 2, 8. All right, and then Control T to get rid of that table. I'm going to hit Tab again. I'm going to do 5x squared. It's even more narrow. Look at that. Okay, Control T. Now, I want to go over to the right till I get to the f of 3. So notice these points. Negative 220 is all the way off the grid, but I can plot at least these 3 points. Negative 1, 5, 0, 0, and then 1, 5. It's going to be very narrow. And then on the inside of that's h of x. Okay. And I'm filling in these numbers from the table that I can see here. So how are these two graphs alike? They go, they're concave up. But how are they different? The vertical stretch is different. Or you could say they're narrower. All right. Now, even like this, set C, we can go to, let's start over with a new document and a graph. We'll do 1/2 x squared. 1, control, divide, 2, go to the right, x squared. Let's go ahead and do control T. All right. Negative 2, 2, negative 1.5, 0, 0, 1.5, 2, 2. Okay, so that's going to be a wider. All right, just a sketch. Now I need, for the table, negative 6 is 18. Negative 3 is 4.5. Hmm. 4.5. Okay, you got 0, 0, 3, 4.5, and then 18. Okay, the h of x is 1/4 x squared, so I'm going to hit Control T to get rid of that. Tab. Okay, so 1, Control, divide, 4, go to the right, x squared. So let's see how that's wider. Control T for a table. All right, let's put these points in here. Negative 2, 2, negative 1, 0.5, 0, 0, 1, 0.5, 2, 2. All right, negative 2. Oh, actually, my bad. We want to make sure we go over to the right function, so that this function, here we go. Negative 2, 1, negative 1, 0.25, 0, 0, 0.25, and 1. Negative 2, 1, Yeah, this one's going to be wider. So we had g of x here, h of x here. All right. And then last one, m of x. So we're going to hit Control T to get rid of the table, tab, and then 1 Control divide 10, go to the right, x squared. That's a wide one. Hit Control T. All right, look at these tiny numbers. -2, 0.4, -1, 0.1, 0, 0, 1, 0.1, 2, 0.4. Okay, and let's keep going until we get some numbers here. Okay, they're all decimals, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2.5, way out here, and then positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2.5 is going to be wider. F of x. Okay, how are the three graphs alike and different? Mainly, how are these two different? Okay, but all three of them are alike in that they are concave up, but they're different in that they're vertically compressed slash wider. All right. What effect does A have when A is negative? It reflects. If A is greater than 1, it's a vertical stretch. And if A, this is from your notes too, if A is between 0 and 1, it's a vertical compression. All right. Now, effects of H. Throw it over here, this, and drag that over. All right, go to 80%. Here we go. All right, we want to describe these graphs. So a new document, don't save, add a graph. So we have x minus 3 parentheses squared. Well, look at that, it's moved to the right. Okay, I hit Control T. I gotta move down here, and I can just plot these points: 1, 4, 2, 1, 3, 0, 4, 1, 5, 4. I get a nice parabola through these points. All right, and then I'm gonna hit Control T, hit Tab, and now I'm gonna do x plus 3 parentheses squared. And now I get this red one. Okay, so I'm gonna hit Control T, make sure I'm at the right information, and this time I'm gonna go up till I find that. There we go. -5, 4, -4, 1, -3, 0, -2, 1, -1, 4, and I get a parabola. F of x over here, we got g of x over here. So describe the graphs. They've been shifted horizontally. Specifically, f of x shifted right, and g of x shifted to the left. So if there's a minus, Okay, minus actually shifted it to the right, and plus shifted it to the left. Because remember, insiders lie. Okay, now domain and range. Do you remember, domain is always all real numbers because it goes forever to the left, and it goes forever to the right. But the range, how far down does this go? What is the y value at the bottom here? 0, and it touches, and then it goes up forever to infinity. All right. Now, when we graph this stuff on here, we know x squared is the parent function. And if I had control T, I should be able to get some points. We know negative 2, 4, negative 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 4. That's f of x. Let's fill in this table. Negative 6, 36, negative 3, 9, 0, 9, 36. Now, that was f of x. Let's do g of x. Control T, get rid of the table. Tab. And we're going to do parentheses x plus 1 parentheses squared. Okay, it looks like it moved to the left one. So control T. And then let's go over to our second function. I'm going to plot these points. Negative 3, 4. Negative 2, 1. And when I plot these points, they look very similar. They're just right next to the other graph. Just went to the left one. So let's see here. Negative 2, 1. Negative 1, 0. 0, 1, 1, 4. 2, 9. What about h of x? So again, control T, tab, x plus 3 squared. Oh, so now it's moved even more to the left. Okay, so I get control T, try to get some points. Let's plot these points. Negative 5, 4. Negative 4, 1. Negative 3, 0. Negative 2, 1. Negative 1, 4. All right, h of x. So that one moved over to the left 3. So I'm filling in this table. I'm going to need these numbers specifically. So negative 2, 1, negative 1, 4, 0, 9, 116, 2, 25. Okay, so how are these all alike? They're concave up. That's cool. But how are they different? Well, they're shifted left different. Remember, the domain is always all real numbers, but the range of h of x, okay, this one right here, the range, the bottom is 0, and then it goes up forever to infinity. So 0 to infinity. All right. Set C. Okay, we're going to plot these again. So a new graph. All right, so we know x squared looks like this. Negative 1, 1, negative 2, 4. Negative 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 2, 4. All right. And we know this is the same from earlier. But let's go ahead and hit tab and type this one in. 2 parentheses x minus 1 parentheses squared. This one looks a lot a bit different. So Control T, look at that second column right there. All right, let's fill this in. Negative 218, negative 1 8 0 2 1 0 2 2. All right. Now I know this minus 1 means it's been moved over to the right one. Let's plot these points. Negative 1 8 0 2 1 0 2 2 3 8. This one is narrower. All right. And then Control T to get rid of that tab. Negative 2 is x plus 3 squared. Look, it's moved to the left and reflected downward. So if I hit Control T, I go over to the third graph. All right, negative 2, negative 2, negative 1, negative 8, 0, negative 18, negative 32, negative 50. A lot of this is off the grid. So what we want to do is get these good points, okay? So let's go ahead and plot these. Negative 5, negative 8, negative 4, negative 2, negative 3, 0, negative 2, negative 2, negative 1, negative 8. All right, so you got this narrow parabola off to the left. So how are these three graphs alike? Well, they're all parabolas, but they're different in their vertical stretch / reflection. Remember, domain is always all real numbers. All right, in h of x, the bottom is 0. It goes up forever. So again, it's 0 to infinity. Okay, what effect does h have? Horizontal shift. Remember, insiders lie. All right, last one is K from yesterday. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't do that. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. New document. We're graphing x squared plus 3. Control T. Look at this table. Go up. So negative 2, 7. Negative 1, 4. 0, 3. 2, 4. 1, 4, and then 2, 7. So it's up here. Okay, you got f of x. Now g of x, if we hit tab, Control T, sorry, tab, and then x squared minus 2 goes below Control T, look at the right one, negative 2, negative 2, 2, negative 1, negative 1, 0, negative 2, 1, negative 1, 2, 2. All right. That's supposed to be more rounded, but that's gx. Describe these graphs. They've been shifted up / down vertically. Now, if there's a minus in front, it went down. If there's a plus in front, it went up. Okay, outsiders don't lie. So remember, it's always all real numbers for g of x. And in the range, how far down does g of x go? The y value right here is -2, and it goes up to infinity forever. Okay, let's do it again. Graph x squared. We should know. Oops. If you hit table, you can see these points around there. Oops. All right. F of x. Okay. Now we're going to do x squared plus 1. Hit tab. Nope, control T, sorry. Tab. X squared plus 1. Moves it up a little bit. Control T, go to the right one. All right. -2, 5, -1, 2. Oh my gosh. 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 5. All right, and then that inside one is g of x. It's shifted up. And then control T, get rid of that table. Tab, x squared minus 4. Looks, hey, it moved down. Control T, over to that, and then let's fit this in here. -2, 0. All right, -2, 0. -1, -3. 0, -4, 1, -3, 2, 0. Oh my gosh. All right. They're concave up. That's how they're alike, but they're different. They're shifted vertically. That was h of x down here, right? Okay. Now the domain is all real numbers. H of x, what is this y value at the bottom here? -4. So it touches at -4 and it goes up to infinity forever. All right. One last time over here. New document, don't save. Okay, so we got x squared. We know this is 41014. When you hit table, that's what it looks like. Okay, h of x. So we hit control T, tab, 2x squared minus 1. Okay, looks like that. Control T. Go over to the right one. So -2, 7, -1, 1, 0, -1, 1, 1, 2. Oh my gosh. 2, 7. -2, 7, -1, 1. 0, -1, 1, 1, 2, 7. So it's going to overlap on this thing. All right, and then Control T to get rid of it, tab, and this one's going to be -2x² plus 2. Looks like that. So Control T, make sure you're on the right one, and we got -2, -6, -1, 0. 0, 2, 1, 1, 1, 0, and then 2, -6. -2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, -1, 0, 0, oh my gosh, 0, 2, 1, 0, 2, -6. All right, so we get this graph going down, m of x. We had g of x out here, h of x on the inside. All right, how are these two alike? H of x and m of x. They have the same vertical stretch, both have 2, but what has happened is that they've the vertical shift and the reflection are different. Remember, domain is always for parabola, all real numbers. But for h of x, the furthest down it goes is -1, and it goes up forever. So that's -1 to infinity. What effect does the value of k have? Well, k, the vertical shift.